Hello YouTube. Today I want to talk about a little knife that I purchased and that I like it very much. I'm talking about this knife, and I want to tell you that that knife resembles very much to one of my favorite knives, the Bravo one. And if we look at the shape of the blade, we see that they are almost identical. So this is why I love this little knife. I like this little knife, and our bond was instantly. We have the spine of the knife 4 mm thick. We have a crisp spine. We can use it to scrape fat wood or a ferro rod. We have this shape of the blade. At the first it looks like the cutting edge we're talking about a high saber grind, but in reality is more than a concave grind. I do not consider that a very good choice for a cutting edge of a knife, but this is it. It is what it is. And this little knife can be used, in my opinion, without any problem to slice meat, to cut the skin of an animal, to open the belly of an animal, and to do all the tasks necessary in the hunting, on a hunting trip. We have walnut slabs here on the handle, and in my opinion, all the knife is very well made. Why I'm saying that? Because as you can see, we have no issues, we have no hot spot, no places that we can grab, and is very comfortable in our hand. Being full tang is a plus, and also we have here this part that help us break glass, break ice, break flint, nuts, and so on. And this is a acceptable little knife. I am very pleased with it, and to show you what I mean, I will compare it with the knife of other producers with higher pretensions. This one is from Condor, and you can see, I don't know if you can, but I can, the pins are glued in place, and the glue is still visible after a few years of use. In our case, this is not happening. Also, Sigmund from Helle, wooden handle, but if you can see, this is not very symmetrical. It have some imperfections. It stays good in my hand, this is true, but it is not perfect, and it costs more than this one, a lot more than this one. Also, we have the bushcrafter from Joker, and also here we have some imperfection. This area, it is not well, is not smooth, is fabrication flow, I think. As you can see, is a little dirty because it's not very smooth, and the dust and the muck keep gathering there. Also, the wood is not what I have expected, because I have here a nut. I do not know if the handle will crack here or not. This is something that I don't want in a knife. And in the same time, you can see some imperfections, and I can feel the pins sticking out from the wood. Not very much, not enough to create a hot spot, but it is there. I know it is there, and it's not what I have paid for, in my opinion. In our case, we have the same situation, and this is the minus of this knife. For some, for me, no, not. We have the grain oriented like this on this slab, here like this, and then we have the grain oriented like this, and here also like this. So it is visible that the person who made the handle didn't bother to choose two pieces of wood with the same orientation, and that is not a very good thing for some people. To me, this doesn't matter. The sheet, it is not, we cannot speak about the sheet. This is not a sheet, of course. I will put it away, but let's concentrate on the knife. Let's start with a little batoning. This is a small knife, so our batoning will be something easy, and we can see that the thickness of the spine help us, and help also protect the cutting edge, because in the moment when the cutting edge enters the wood, the shoulders of the blade split it apart without touching the effective cutting edge. Let's make some feather stick. This is a little difficult because the wood is curved, but we can do it without any problem. I had to level a little our piece of wood. I am working on a piece of oak, and dried oak. This is not an easy piece to work, but as you can see, we have obtained some acceptable feathers that will help us make our fire. Due to its shape, we cannot even think about chopping with this knife. So we have batoned a little with it. We have obtained some feather stick. Now let's pretend we need a tent peg. So we will put a pointy end on this stick, and this is very easy with this knife. And then we must put the 7 notch to help us tie our paracord or our cordage around the peg. We have no problem in doing it, and in almost no time we have obtained our tent peg. This is it, without any problem. Now let's make a big edge, big notch to try to hang our pot. Let's do it like this. And after we put our X notch, let's excavate the material, and now our beak will start to get shape. And in this moment we have a big notch. If we want to deepen it, no problem. We can go under and then make it less shallow, and we can do that without real any problem. Look at this. This is very good. Now let's test the spine. The spine is sharp. I have here a piece of fatwood, and we will try to obtain our fatwood dust. That is easy with a knife. And now let's try to ignite our fatwood dust with a ferrocerium rod, using obviously the back of our knife. Let's see what we can do. I have here a ferrocerium rod. Let's try to see. And now we have light our fatwood dust, and from it our feathers. My conclusions: this knife is a very good knife in my opinion. It has the shape of a good outdoor knife. It has the handle of a good outdoor knife. It has the finish of a good outdoor knife. The steel, as I said, is something that is more related to a kitchen knife steel, but I don't see any problems with it. And in my opinion, if a steel loses the edge quickly, in the same amount of time we can put back a very good edge on it, and without very sophisticated tools and so on. Only some stones, a belt, something like that, we can make this knife shave. Let's see. I am curious at this moment. As you can see, it shaves, still shaves, even if I use it in a piece of hard wood. So, speaking of the price, this knife cost me around 20 bucks or 20 euros. The price is very good, and the quality of the knife is also very good. We don't have a real sheath, but this is not a problem to me. I can make one if I want to, and I think this will be at least a backup knife for me from now on. This is all for today. A very good weekend to you all.